Hello everyone and welcome to our channel Ninja's Cat. This is Devabrata here. Basically, in our previous lecture we had discussed the current electricity from class 12. So today we discuss another important topics, formally the laws of motion and the circular motion. So first one thing I just clarify here that for your exam point of view, we just chapter summary in a nutshell and do previous year question coming in NEET JEE Main and advance, and after we just elaborately discuss and deduce the theory. So this is for the exam point of view, this revision of this chapter. So today we will cover the Newton's laws of motion, impulse and conservation of momentum, equilibrium of a particle and common forces in mechanics, friction, dynamics of circular motion. And total number of questions are coming for the NEET exam. There are 2 or 3 questions, and JEE Main 3 or 4, and JEE Advanced also 3 questions are coming from this chapter. So let's get started. First of all, for the Newton's laws of motion and the frictions, I just draw a line for your better clarify of 2 sections of my board. First of one is that the first law of motion, a body will continue be in motion or in rest until an external force acts on it. Second law of motion is basically the F equal to dp dt. The rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the applied forces and take places in the direction in which the force acts. This is the fundamental law, and all the problems are driven by this problem. So this chapter is more conceptual, ddt of mv, and this is written as m constant coming outside m dv dt, and this is be the ma acceleration. And the third law of motion, to every action there is always an equal and opposite reaction, is basically in mathematical form FAB, formally written as minus FBA. Force on A by B and force on B by A. Second one, the weight of a body in lift. Suppose if lift is stationary or moving with a constant velocity, so apparent weight apparent is equal to actual weight actual ACT is equal to mg. When lift is accelerated upward, so here the weight W is equal to m g plus a, and when lift is accelerated downward, the W is equal to m g minus a, and accelerated down such that when a acceleration is greater than g, apparent weight W A P P apparent be the negative. So man accelerated upward and still stay. Third one is that motion of frictionless pulleys. Basically, this is a figure here, and this is a pulley of mass m1 and the here m2. This is the m1 and here the m2, and this is the mass of m. So the acceleration here m2 minus m1 by the equation of motion into g by total mass m1 plus m2, where m2 greater than m1, and the tension, the T, would be 2 m1 m2 G divided by m1 plus m2. Reaction at base that are equal to 2T plus mg, where m mass of the pulley. This is figure 1, and next one with this type. This one and this. So here the mass m1 and this is the mass of m2. So here in this figure the acceleration a m2g by m1 plus m2, you just do by the equation of motion of the two body. Here m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. And another case, the figure 3, this is be in the form, suppose a table, and here the mass mc, this is the m1, this is a roller, or you say the pulley, here this one, the mass of m1, and here the mass m2. So here in this case this tension T1 and this will be T2. So for doing this, the T1 and the T2, so here this mass, here T1 will be in this direction and T2 this one. So when mass m2 is greater than m1, the equation of motion is written as m2g minus T2 is equal to m2a. T1 minus m1g is equal to m1a. So T2 minus T1 del T is equal to mca. This is the equation of motion. Next one is the friction. So this is a block and here the force applied F, this is R, and here this is BDS. This angle is theta s, and here this is equal to mg, and here the reverse Fs friction. So static friction Fx max is independent of the area of contact and varies with the normal forces written as the Fs frictions is proportional to R, where the Fs is equal to mu s R. Basically the mu s R is mg, mu s mg. The mu s is defined as the coefficient of static friction. Fs means the static friction, another one is the kinetic friction, is basically is proportional to normal reaction. R means the normal reaction. This is equal to mg. So kinetic friction Fk is proportional to R. So Fk is equal to kinetic friction coefficient mu k R. Mu k be the coefficient of kinetic friction. And another one, the angle of friction, this theta, basically the tan theta is tangent tan theta s is equal to fs by r. So here, as fs is equal to mu s r, so you just get the value theta s is equal to tan inverse mu s. Basically, the tan theta is tangent of angle of friction is equal to mu s. Mu s be the coefficient of static frictions. So next one, be the circular motion. So basically, in this topic, we just discuss here the Newton's law of motion and the friction. So another one be the circular motion here. Just do a line for you clarify. For the first one, circular motion, the rate of change of angular position is called the angular velocity, defined as omega, is equal to limit del t tends to 0, del theta by del t is equal to d theta dt. You will just know in mathematics, limit del t tends to 0, del theta by del t is equal to differential form. So angular acceleration alpha is d omega dt. The rate of change of angular velocity is called the angular acceleration is equal to d square theta dt square. You just pronounce in this term, not d square theta by dt square, is just called here d2 theta d theta 2 or d square theta dt square. Second one, if the angular acceleration alpha is constant, we have the equation of motion here. First one, the theta omega naught t plus half alpha t square. Omega is equal to omega naught plus alpha t, and the omega square is equal to omega naught square plus 2 alpha theta. So the v equal to the linear velocity is equal to omega r omega. V is the linear speed of the particle and omega is the angular speed. And one thing is that the AT linear acceleration is dvdt. I just take one thing for the mathematics, you just pronounce here the dvdt, not dv by dt. Be careful and stick and passion with the mathematics is equal to r d omega dt, or AT is equal to r alpha. Because this is the operator, you just pronounce that d theta dt. This is the tangential acceleration. AT is r alpha. Tangential acceleration. I just write here tangential acceleration. So second one, third one is our uniform circular motion, radial or centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration, the AR is equal to omega square r, or this is written as v square by r square omega square, and the r is equal to v square by r. Non-uniform circular motion. For the non-uniform circular motion, I just draw a figure. This is suppose a ruler, and this is a component, the dvdt velocity, dvdt acceleration, and this is the A, and this is one component of alpha. Basically the angle, this one angle is alpha. So here magnitude of this acceleration, this type of, is resultant of linear and translational. Basically the acceleration a r square plus a t square. This is very important for your NEET exam, is root over ar means v square by r square plus at means dvdt whole square. Important problem. Another one, dynamics of circular motion. So dynamics means basically the steady state of a particle at a steady time t. Basically a equal to f by m by Newton's law, and a means the v square by r. So here f would be the mv square by r. This is called the centripetal force. And sixth one is circular turnings and breaking of road. Circular turnings, suppose this is a turn of road. Here this is a body, and here this is theta, this is the mg, and this is the normal component, another component, this one is a component, this is the n, o it will be the n sin theta, and this will be the n cos theta. So here one thing is that the mu s, you just know the Fs, static frictional force, less than equal to mu s mg. So one thing is that mu s greater equal to v square by rg, and one important result is tangent of the angle tan theta is equal to v square by rg. Tan theta is equal to v square by rg. Effect of Earth's rotation on apparent weight. This is another important thing. Effect of Earth's rotation in apparent weight basically is the g dash is equal to g minus omega square r, and the apparent weight will be mg dash is equal to mg minus m omega square r. Last one, the critical velocity. Be a minimum velocity required by particle at lowest point to complete the vertical circle. Suppose a system string plus mass and another mass less rod plus mass system. Suppose this one is system here, and here the A mass. So this one R, and this is a system. Here this is a body and direction and another direction. This is the R. So V top be the root gr, and here the VC is equal to root 5 gr. This will be R. And for another case, this is string plus mass system. String plus mass system. Another one, massless rod plus mass system. For this system, this one, this is radius r here, mass of m, another this one. So here V top is 0 and the VC be the root 4GR. So I just complete the chapter summary in a nutshell, the circular motion and Newton laws of motion. Those students are in the first, just go through the chapter first one reading. For those students I just say you just go through your book English NCERT, and after completing chapter you just go through our video for a revision for the competitive exam. We just now convert our lectures in problems discussion session. First one is coming for the JEE Main 2021, saying that the boxes of masses 2 kg and 4 kg are connected by massless string passing over a smooth pulleys. Calculate the time taken by the box of mass 8 kg to strike the ground starting from the rest. This is a figure is given, and for this you just consider the equation of motion. That first of all, for the 8 kg, let us assume 8 kg, this is the 2t, and here this is the 8t. Basically 80 mg. M is given, G multiply, and the acceleration A. Second one, for the 2 kg system, 2 kg, this is a T, and this is 20, and this is acceleration upward to A. Just see here, 2 kg, this would be the T, 2T, and this is a M into A, 2A. This is going up, going down. So, from free body diagram, we just consider here the equation of motion that 8t minus 2t is equal to 8a, equation number 1, t minus 20 is equal to 4a, equation number 2. So, equation number 2 multiply 2 plus equation number 1, we just do that 8 plus 8 a, you just calculate here in your own. A equal to 40 by 88, 16 would be the 10 by 4 meter per second square. And after you just consider the equation of motion, the here apply ut plus half at square, and u is 0, so s be the half a t square. You just find the t, so t square will be the 2s by a. Just put 2s by a, so 0.2 into 2 into 4 by a is 10 given. This will be the t square, so after t will be the 0.4 second. You just do yourself. T will be 0.4 second. So I think D would be your correct answer. Go ahead. Next one, NEET 2016. Basically, a residual mass m strikes a residual at 60 degree and gets reflected without loss of speed as shown in the figure. The value of impulse imparted by the wall on the ball will be what? So for doing this, just given diagram here, you just consider impulse. Impulse means the J would be the rate of change of momentum, del P is written as the mv final minus mv initial. Basically, this final means mv component of v cos 60 degree, and another one the minus mv component cos 60 degree. this is the reference point, positive and negative. So 2 mv cos 60 degree. So 2 into mv cos 60 degree half. So it would be mv. So I think A would be your correct answer. Next one. Coming recent type question, NEET 2020 is saying that calculate the acceleration of a block and trolley system shown in the figure. You just calculate the acceleration of block and trolley. The coefficient of kinetic friction between the trolley and the surface is 0.05 and G with the 10 meter per second square. So here I just do, this is the tension T and the acceleration A, this direction, this is T and acceleration here A. Simple, you just do the equation of motion for first case 10 kg trolley. So equation of motion of 10 kg trolley. So P minus mu r is equal to, this is the mu r in this direction, 10a. So just put this value, T minus 0.05, r means 10 is equal to 10a. Here given r equal to 10g, r equal to 10g. So you just get for this equation T minus 5 equal to 10a. This is equation number 1. Next one, for 2 kg block, equation of motion of 2 kg block, that 2g minus t equal to 2a. 2g means mg. So 2 into 10 g minus t equal to 2a. So 20 minus t equal to 2a. This is equation number 2. We just do equation number 1 plus equation number 2, this operation. We just get 20 minus 5 equal to 12a. So 15 would be the 12a, or a acceleration would be the 15 by 12 is equal to 1.25 meter per second square. 1.25, A would be your correct answer. Go ahead, our next JEE Advanced 29 JEE Advanced type questions. So be careful for reading and the mathematics. Saying that a piece of wire is bent in the shape of parabola y equal to x square with bend of mass m on it. The bead can slide on the wire without friction. It stays at the lowest point of the parabola when the wire is at rest. The wire is now accelerated parallel to the x-axis with a constant acceleration a. The distance of new equilibrium position of the braid, just bead, suppose bead means a small piece of matter where the bead can stay at rest with respect to the wire from the y-axis would what? You just find the equilibrium position. So x equilibrium would what? I just draw a figure for your better understanding. Basically the y equal to x square, this type of parabola. So this is the axis and this is another. So here suppose a bed. Suppose this is direction and direction, and this one is another. Suppose this is M So component here the mg, here this angle be theta. So here this is the ma and this is pseudo force. Pseudo force ma, and this angle would be the 90 minus theta. So this is the acceleration a, and this component is mg, so it would be the mg sin theta, and this component is ma cos theta, ma cos theta. Now just equilibrium this condition. So ma cos theta would be equal to the mg sin theta. So tan theta would be the a by g, acceleration by v, gravity. Basically the tan theta would be the tangent that the dy dx. So dy dx means y equal to x square, kx square is given. So dy dx would become 2kx, just put the value 2kx, tan theta equal to a by g. So x, the equilibrium position would be the a by 2gk, a by 2gk, b would be your correct answer, a by 2gk. This type of question has come in the JEE Advanced. Just careful and think and do this problem easily. Next one is the NEET 2024 recent type of question, theoretical question. So you just not ignore the theory as well. A wheel of block cart is rolling on a leaf road as shown in the figure below. If its linear speed is v in the direction shown, which one of the following questions are correct? P and Q are the highest and the lowest point of the wheel. This is the P highest point and the Q will be the lowest point, and this direction is the velocity. So point P moves slower or faster, and what would be the main thing? So in this thing just P, Q, and one thing is that the direction is v, basically the omega r be the radius of the wheel, and here the tangential of the speed be the v is equal to omega r. This is the one and this is the another directions. I just do here in these chapters that the acceleration of AR and the AT, these concepts is keep in mind for doing this problem. So in rolling motion, when it's rolling with velocity v, all the point moved with different velocity. This point with move different velocity, this point is moved with different velocity. So you just know here that I just do a circular motion chapters that the top point velocity would be greater than the lowest point of velocity. You just recall one concept, this type of concept here. This is a block M and the radius R, and here the top M. So this type of Vt top and the bottom velocity. So Vt would be greater than V bottom. So here the Vp would be greater than the Vq. So point P moves faster than point Q because the Vp velocity of P is greater than the Vq. So B would be our correct answers. So we just do the 5 important questions coming in the JEE Main, Advanced and the NEET. So for a better concept and understanding and practice, I usually give you homework. The same type of questions coming in JEE Main, Advanced and the NEET. This 5 of questions, you just pause this video and take a screenshot quickly. And I think you just do the record of this problem So we just cover 10 problem, and I think you would go through all the problems coming in this national level international examination like the JEE Main and Advanced and the NEET. And we just cover here this chapter with the chapter summary in nutshell and the problems of 10. You just do in problem your homework for your practice and give. If you need my this lecture as a file, you just mail without no hesitation in this ID catschrodingers1935 @gmail.com. Last but not the least, thank you very much all the audiences, and stay well and happy. Have a good day.